Hey everybody, we are in my dad's off-the-grid cabin in Alaska. What does that mean, off the grid? There's no running water, there's no electricity, but there's obviously some light. There is a generator that we hook up at night so we can have more lights, but there's also like battery-powered lights throughout the place that we can tap to turn on. Actually, don't know how this one works. There we go. Yeah. So there are battery-powered and solar-powered lights that we can use to give us some light, but we do have a generator that turns on some of the lights at night. Now, during the day, we don't turn the generator on. We just let everything run off the solar-powered lights, or there's enough light coming in the windows to kind of make it easy to see. But there is the wood-burning stove that's in the middle of the house that heats the entire cabin, and it gets super, super warm, even hot up there in the loft. But this does get really hot, so having the kids here, you kind of have to teach them don't touch that. But it's amazing that this thing will heat this entire area. And to get all this stuff in here, like some of it had to be flown in with plane or helicopter, but a lot of stuff like the recliner, the futon, this stove actually came in on a snow machine. So they put a sled on the back of a snow machine and drug it in. And that's, Mom, how many miles is the snow machine ride from the road to here? Let's say 5 to 7 miles from where we park our car to where we come to the cabin. So we fly into Anchorage, and then it's like 3 hours from Anchorage to where we park the car and get on snow machines. And then you get on the snow machines, and it's anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how much stuff you have and how slow you have to go to get from where you park the car to the cabin. So, things like the stove had to be brought in on a sled behind a snow machine. So this table, my dad actually built here, and then put together here, so we didn't have to fly that in or anything. Like I said before, this had to be brought in on a snow machine. My dad built this desk. That had to be, I think that was flown in, the futon, or maybe it was in pieces on a snow machine. Regardless, it took a lot of work. So there is no running water, but we do bring up water from the lake, and you can put it in this bucket, and then it comes up through the filtration system, and then it drains out of there into the dirty water bucket, and then you just empty that. So, but we have these curtains my aunt made to hide everything. So there is no running water, but we do have a way to like pump water to clean dishes and stuff. This is our fridge. It's my dad's, it's basically like a cooler. It is a cooler. It's not basically, it is a cooler. And so that's our fridge that we keep milk and things like that in. Yeah, it's battery powered. This is our bathroom sink that we heat up water in the kettle on the stove. And then we pour it into this basin and wash our face and brush our teeth and everything. There's a bed down here, and then there's 2 beds upstairs in the loft, which is where it gets really warm. This is a chalk wall, but this is our indoor potty, but it's a #1 only potty. It's a compost toilet. It's in here. It's also storage closet, so you can tinkle inside if you need to, but anything else has to be done in the outhouse outside, which is a trek. It's actually not that far of a walk. It's probably, I don't know, 30 yards in the snow, but it's cold, and there are moose and wolf and things, so when you go to the bathroom, you have to take your gun with you just in case. So then there's the loft, and the loft upstairs has 2 beds in it, and that's where me and the kids have slept, or me and Ryan and the kids have slept. But yeah, that's it. It's how many square foot?
It's 20 by 24.
It's 20 by 24. How many square foot that is? Something like that. So yeah, that's it. That is the full cabin. Pretty spacious, huh?
Spacious.